When conditions get extreme, only the toughest gear survives, and that includes your watch. Military forces around the world depend on timepieces built to handle brutal weather, high impact, and mission-critical precision. These aren't fashion accessories, they're battle-tested tools designed for endurance, reliability, and survival in the harshest environments on Earth. In this video, we're counting down the 10 toughest outdoor watches military forces actually use. From rugged digital beasts to tactical analog powerhouses, these watches have earned their reputation through real-world use in combat zones, field missions, and survival situations. If you want a watch trusted by the toughest people on the planet, this list is where to start. Number 10. Suunto Core All Black. The Suunto Core All Black Tactical Chronometer claims its throne in 2025 as the minimalist maestro for mud-caked maneuvers. Its 49mm composite case light has a shadow at 64 grams, encasing an altimeter that maps ascents with plus 10-meter acuity, a barometer forecasting storms via pressure gradients, and a digital compass that orients true north amid magnetic mayhem. All powered by a user-replaceable CR16 Wexitine battery lasting 2 years in the fiercest foxholes, a staple for military personnel seeking affordable, subdued aesthetics without sacrificing sensor supremacy. This Finnish-forged fortress, with its aluminum bezel and mineral crystal shield, withstands 30 meters of immersion for tactical baptisms in rain-lashed recon, while the elastomer strap textured for grip in gauntlet secures with a pin buckle that defies debris, its negative LCD display inverting for glare-proof glances under equatorial suns or Arctic auroras, earning its place as a yardstick ABC watch measured against all others by troops worldwide. The storm alarm wails at impending fronts, blending barometric prophecy with audible urgency to preempt ambushes from anvil clouds, complemented by a thermometer charting core temps from 5 degrees to plus 50, vital for hypothermia hunts or heat stroke halts in hostile climes, while sunrise-sunset algorithms plot light lines for nocturnal navigations, syncing with a countdown timer and 5 alarms that rouse without radios. Multilingual menus toggle modes from depth gauge to 10 meters for shallow ops to dual time for delta deployments. The rotary bezel notched for bearings spinning with gloved grace, framing a display whose contrast dials vanquish dazzle, while the case's O-ring seals scoff at silt and sleet. Number 9. Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical marches into 2025 as the unyielding understudy for frontline foragers. Its 38mm stainless steel bastion, 9.5mm thick, with a 47mm lug-to-lug harnessing the manual wind H50 caliber. A 17-joule ETA 28012 evolution at 21,600 VPH for 80-hour reserves without hacking, delivering fieldwatch fortitude worn by U.S. Marines in Vietnam and reissued for modern ops at $495, outflanking Rolex's Explorer's $7,000 expedition in Emerald Economy and Military Heritage. This Garrison Grail with fixed bezel and sapphire crystal rampart deploys luminous hands and indices that phosphoresce through powder smoke, framing Arabic numerals evoking field manual austerity amid the black dial's obsidian expanse that rivals the Explorer's black hole mystique, while the H50's accuracy to plus 12 seconds daily holds steady through salinity and shocks. The caliber H50, accurate to plus 12 seconds daily, integrates a date at 3 o'clock for practical perusals, syncing seamlessly with the canvas or leather strap patterned for perspiration wicking and buckle fast for hasty harnesses. Its 20mm width hugging wrists at 130 grams like a loyal lieutenant, while anti-magnetic shielding repels rifle rounds' residual fields, ensuring ticks triumph over tumult. The pull-push crown, recessed for resilience, adjusts without exposure in entangled entrenchments, its sterile dial and military-inscribed caseback mirroring the 1960s Vietnam-era issue for coordinated timekeeping in jungles or deserts. Priced at $495, it eclipses the Explorer in fortitude and foliage fidelity, with grunts glorifying its go-anywhere glow that endures equatorial eternities. The black PVD or bronze variants veiling vitals in vortex voids for covert confluence that camouflages Rolex's oyster ostentation. Number 8. Bulova Military Hack. The Bulova Military Hack infiltrates 2025's Intel intranet as the analog assassin with synchronization sorcery. Its 39mm stainless steel chassis 11mm thick at 125 grams, concealing the Mayota 82SG0 automatic where traditional hands halt at 12 o'clock for hacking precision to plus to 20 seconds daily. A 21-jewel tribute to Wu Fai's Bulova A11 pilot's watches issued to U.S. forces for coordinated strikes at $550, eclipsing Rolex's Air King's $7,500 Skyline in nocturnal navigation and veteran valor. This stealth smartwatch, with sapphire crystal shroud and fixed bezel accents, seals 50 meters for submerged signals, its subdial scrolling 24-hour military time, alarms that vibrate veiled in vaults, and date windows that tick in tandem with tritium-like lume glowing eternally sans surrender, honoring the Veterans Watchmaker Initiative for Disabled Vets. The proprietary heritage, iOS Android agnostic, customizes clock faces to cloaked cartography, tracking perpetual calendars to 2100 and power reserves for off-grid odysseys, while the modular band NATO leather, rubber, or steel swaps via quick pins for milieu mimicry, its deployant clasp concealing in cuff or camo, the ivory or black dial's luminous hands and markers piercing paw like perimeter patrols. Battery bliss at 42 hours normalcy, self-winding to defy downtime, augmented by vibration alerts that thrum through thunder, the gray stainless case's PVD options evoking earthen entrenchments, where sectors summon sectors of secrecy. Priced at $550, it eclipses the Air King in armored allure and hacking heritage, with aviators sanctifying its synchronization scribe subtlety that sinks sans spotlight. The NATO strap's military-appropriate shade veiling vitals in vortex voids for dual-time duality. The subdial's segmented saga, where sectors summon secrecy, weds the strap's supple shroud for stylistic scalpel, while anti-fog coatings conquer condensation, saluting Bulova's moonwalk legacy and NASA missions. Number 7. Timex Ironman. The Timex Ironman surges into 2025 as the amphibious almanac for coastal commandos. Its 48-meter resin hull, 13-meter thick with bidirectional bezel, propelling a quartz core that toggles 30-lap memory, countdown timers to 99 hours, and hourly chimes at $50, navigating Rolex's Yachtmaster's $12. Doro Zero Lap with tactical thrift and a legacy issued to U.S. military divers since 1986. The black dial's textured terrain anchors luminous indices and sword hands in indiglo luminescence for abyssal audits, encircling a date at 6 o'clock per ISO edicts, while the fixed bezel chronicles splits to 1/102nd with pip precision, buttressed by screw-down crown and mineral crystal for 100-meter dominion against abyssal assaults. A first-generation staple for military and law enforcement. Clocking 50 grams on its resin strap with buckle clasp or optional nylon, it contours comfortably, the tonneau case's brushed bulk and polished bevels evoking terrapin tenacity, oversized 22mm lugs lapping up rubber or canvas for reef romps or river rambles that eclipse the Yachtmaster's chronal clout. The Quartz Heart's EOL indicator and central 60-second hand ensure reliability amid maelstroms, its shockproof mastery conquering jolts for steadfast serenity, a black hole horizon where markers merge mysteriously in midnight murk. The bezels fade to fathomless fusing with the strap's supple shade for amphibious affinity. Priced at $50, it torpedoes the Yachtmaster at thrift, with operators acclaiming its everyman tool status and ergonomic embrace that outwears Rolex at ounces, a abyssal abyss where ebony undulates eternally, trusted by CIA paramilitary from Rangers to SEALs for practicality in the field. The curvaceous cradle, hugging hulls like oceanic odes, mates with the strap's emboss for tactile traversal, while vibration-proofing ensures equatorial equanimity, tracing Timex's defense contractor routes from WW2 to Korean War bearings. Number 6. Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777. The Seiko Prospex Turtle SRP 777 submerges supremely in 2025's subaquatic saga, its 43.4mm stainless steel shell 4mm thick with cushion contours, cradling the 4R36 Automatic's 41-hour reserve and 21,600 VPH sweep, hacking seconds and hand-winding for wound watches and waistland watches, while the unidirectional bezel aluminum inked black with 120 clicks chronicles compressions to 200 meters per ISO edicts. A cult classic issued to military divers for its reinterpretation of the 1976 6309 heritage at $370. This 1976 heirloom, with Hardlex dome and screw-down crown at 4 o'clock, deploys Lumibright lume on sword hands, indices, and pip that radiates reef-like radiance for abyssal audits, the date Cyclops at 3 o'clock magnifying months amid murky missions, a gateway grail for neophytes in horological heresy. The silicone strap, embossed for aquatic adhesion, clasps with diver's extension for wetsuit weddings at 150 grams, Its 20mm lugs liberating leather or NATO for nautical nomadism, while Diashock dampens depths detonations for plus 25 seconds daily defiance. The black dial's wave-embossed expanse evokes oceanic omens, where bezel fades to fathomless for fusion finesse, the case's brushed flanks and polished bezel bevels balancing brutality with beauty, a beater king for surf, sand, and urban sprawl. Priced at $370, it torpedoes tutors at thrift, with divers declaiming its strap sovereignty and ergonomic embrace that outwears Omega at ounces, a abyssal abyss where ebony undulates eternally. The tonneau cradle, hugging hulls like Leviathan layers, mates with the strap's supple shade for amphibious affinity, while helium vents herald hyperbaric heroism, tracing Seiko's 1965-62 mass genesis. Number 5. Marathon GSAR Government Search and Rescue. The Marathon GSAR Government Search and Rescue vaults 2025's vanguard as the solar sentinel for savage sojourns, its 40mm stainless steel fortress 14mm thick at 180 grams, harnessing the Salida SW200 automatic for multi-band precision and chronometer-grade accuracy to plus 4.6 seconds daily at 1,350, eclipsing Rolex's Sea Dweller's $13.00 Skyline in lightweight luxury and mil-spec mandate. The black dial's marbled tritium expanse anchors luminous indices and sword hands in T25 tubes, glowing 25 years for abyssal audits, encircling a date at 3 o'clock beneath sapphire crystal, while the unidirectional bezel's composite cunning chronicles currents with pip precision to 300 meters per ISO 6425, buttressed by screw-down crown and anti-reflective AR for dominion against abyssal assaults. Clocking 180 grams on its FKM rubber strap with deployant clasp, it contours comfortably, the tonneau case's brushed bulk and polished bevels evoking terrapin tenacity and aerospace-grade armor, 22mm lugs lapping up canvas or leather for reef romps or river rambles that outpace the Sea Dweller's precious metal heft, issued to U.S. Marine Corps and Canadian SR divers since the 1990s. The SW200's thermal stability and magnetism resistance to 4,800 AM ensure defiance amid maelstroms, its Diashock mastery conquering jolts for steadfast serenity, a carbon-veined horizon where markers merge mysteriously in midnight murk. The bezels fade to fathomless fusing with the strap's supple shade for amphibious affinity. Priced at $1,350, it torpedoes the Sea Dweller at thrift, with adventurers acclaiming its ghostly glide and ergonomic embrace that outwears Rolex at ounces, a abyssal abyss where ebony undulates eternally. Number 4. Casio G-Shock Mudmaster GGB100. The Casio G-Shock Mudmaster GGB100 bulldozes 2025's barricades as the carbon-clad colossus for quagmire quests. Its 55.4x feet 1.3x19. 4mm carbon core guard fortress forged from resin and fiber for 92-gram brutality-deflecting mud missiles and shock salvos via mud-resistant seals and urethane buffers, while the quad-sensor suite summons compass to 1 degree north, altimeter barometer logging 40 highs-lows to plus 2 hours, thermometer from 10 degree to 60 and accelerometer amassing 999,999 steps for endurance epics. A tactical Titan issued to British Army and Global Forces at $350. This master of G monolith, with double LED backlight banishing blackouts and Bluetooth bridging to G-Shock apps for auto-sync and route replays, dives 200 meters against deluge depths, its resin band's triple-fold clasp conceding to 26 millisiemat swaps for tactical tethers. The analog-digital hybrid, where hands halt for sensor sweeps and subdials, script sunrises, sunset, chronicles 38 city worlds and 100-second splits with flyback fury, power-saving slumbers, sustaining solar cells through subterranean sieges, neo-bright numerals igniting in infrared inference. The black-gray accents evoke earthen entrenchments where the bezel's knurled crown conquers clods, a GMT nod to Rolex with fighter jet joysticks and sword hands for pilot precision. Priced at $350, it outmuscles MTMs in mud mastery, with sappers sanctifying its quagmire quill that quells chaos with calibrated calm, the carbon weave whispering resilience in rubble realms. The module's fortified flanks, where sensors surge like sappers, harmonize with the strap's supple siege for all-terrain tenacity, while vibration alerts vibrate veiled in vaults, a collab with British Army underscoring its mil-spec roots. Number 3. Garmin Tactix 7 Pro Ballistics. The Garmin Tactix 7 Pro Ballistics vaults 2025's vanguard as the solar sentinel for savage sojourns, its 51mm fiber-reinforced polymer fortress 14. 9mm thick at 89 grams, harnessing multi-band GPS for sub-meter mapping in urban canyons or equatorial enigmas, while the Power Sapphire solar lens extending smartwatch mode to 37 days under 3 hours daily sun fuels. Elevate Gen 4 HR optics tracking VO2 max, HRV, and respiration through ruck-ravaged rhythms, a premium tactical issued to military for ballistics and ops at $1,300. This tactical Titan with titanium bezel reinforcement and silicone quick-fit strap submerges to 100 meters for submersible strikes. Its built-in multi-LED flashlight strobe, red night vision, 300-lumen flood-piercing pitch-black perimeters or cave crawls, augmented by applied ballistics calculator with 1-200-plus bullet library for custom profiles. Trackback reverses routes sans maps, while breadcrumb navigation plots 32 GB waypoints for wilderness weaves, the stealth mode disabling GPS and wireless for covert ops, its thermal sensor charting skin temps for frostbite firewalls. Garmin Contenders contactless trades in theater bazaars, syncing via anti-plus-plus Bluetooth to squad apps for shared Stravas, while 24/7 sleep staging and recovery advisors calibrate circadian cadences for circadian command. Night vision-compatible display switching modes seamlessly. Priced at $1,300, it outpaces polar and solar supremacy, with Rangers raving its endless expedition ethos that eclipses AMOLED rivals in off-grid odysseys, the black charcoal hue haunting horizons like a heat mirage. Number 2. Luminox Navy SEAL 3500 Series. The Luminox Navy SEAL 3500 series endures as a battle-hardened beacon in 2025's tactical arsenal, its 45 MAP Carbonox TM. Casio, proprietary carbon composite forged for featherweight ferocity at just 68 grams, shielding a Ronda 515 Swiss quartz heart against shocks that would shatter lesser alloys, while the unidirectional rotating bezel, etched with 60 precise clicks, tracks elapsed peril from midnight raids to dawn patrols with unerring grit, the official issue for U.S. Navy SEALs emblazoned with the Trident at 645 hours. This evolution of the iconic 3001 lineage plunges to 200 meters via robust gaskets and a helium escape valve, defying the abyss where pressure crushes the unprepared, its hardened mineral crystal dome repelling scratches from rifle slings or coral scrapes alike, a tribute to SEAL resilience since 1994. At the core pulses Luminox light technology, tritium gas tubes illuminating indices, hands, and bezel pip for 25 years of perpetual glow-no charging, no fading ensuring legibility through smoke-filled breaches or starless nights, where every second gleams like a suppressed muzzle flash, outshining competitors for low-light ops. The sapphire-like durability of Carbonox's TM, resistant to thermal extremes and corrosive salts, pairs with a supple rubber strap or optional NATO weave for all-terrain adhesion, its quick-release pins swapping seamlessly for mission-specific camouflage, while the exhibition caseback unveils the movement's disciplined rhythm, a silent oath to precision amid chaos. Bluetooth integration whispers notifications from paired smartphones, syncing time across 38 zones without compromising stealth, augmented by a perpetual calendar that anticipates leap years and lunar cycles for high-stakes insertions. The Arctic or NSF editions in white-green for specialized terrains. Number 1. Casio G-Shock DW5600E1V. The Casio G-Shock DW5600E1V crowns 2025's catastrophe cadre as the solar sovereign survivalist. Its 42.8 x 45.4 x 13.4 MENA resin rampart 53 grams of unyielding urethane upholding shock resistance to MIL STD810G and 200-meter water resistance for atomic allegiance, a quintessential square issued to U.S. military divers and troops worldwide since 1983 at $50. Outshining all in affordability and unbreakable ubiquity, this master of G Monarch, with EL backlight lacerating low-light labyrinths and module 3229 for 100-second chrono to 24 hours, countdowns, and 5 alarms, fords monsoons with mud-proof gaskets and shock-spongy struts. Its resin bands buckle fast fidelity, facilitating 22-millimeter mod marathons for milieu mastery. The Digital Dominion dispatches auto calendar to 2099 sans seasonal surrender, world time weaving 48 cities with hourly chimes echoing over ether. The perpetual calendar prophesying epics, the recessed top button avoiding accidental shifts in gauntlets. The blackout bezel and crimson accents evoke crimson dawns over contested crests, where sensor icons surge like signal flares in the void, a beater emblem for hipsters to astronauts. Priced at $50, it eclipses luxury in endurance ethos, with Rangers rhapsodizing its everyman tool wrist that wards wilderness woes with unwavering wisdom. the module's monolithic might merging metrics in midnight murmurs. The display's dense data, where digits dance and discipline decree, weds the strap's rugged resilience for Ronin repose, while power-save protocols preserve prowess in prolonged pursuits, issued to NDSTC divers and SAC operators for practicality over panache.